Mommy Ben, who do you think's gonna win?
Oh, I do hope and pray that the Warriors will win.
Shot clock
No
at
way.
4.
Oh!
Side, and he bangs it
Jordan
home.
Poole, baby.
7 for him.
No, the pool is good also sometimes.
It's going. Okay, Mommy Ben, why don't you introduce your name and where you were born and how long you've been living in the Philippines or in America?
Well, for me, my name is Gilbertine. And you know what? My name was my father, when he went to America, he got my name from the name of the girlfriend of my dad. And so when he went home, when they have a baby, and that was me, my dad asked my mom to name their daughter after the name of her girlfriend in States. So they named me Gilbertine. Is that not funny? Or my mother was so understanding that she agreed my dad. But when I grew up, when my mom told me the story about the name that they named me, I said to her, if I were you, I will not name my daughter after the name of the girlfriend of my husband. I said, but my mom said, no, it's okay because your dad did not go back to that woman. It was only a girlfriend from there, from the States, he said. So what is funny is that when I went to college, when I went to the university, under my class in sociology, our professor asked each and every one of us to tell us how we got our name. And so I told them the story about the way my parents got my name, and everybody was laughing. And it was so funny. I cannot forget that. And since I studied, there was nobody that I heard the same name as my name. Yeah. So I was planning before that if I ever get married and I will have a daughter, I might name her under my name, but it did not happen because my husband has a plan for our children. Okay? Yeah. What more do you want to know?
Yeah, how's your day going, Mommy Ben? What did you do today?
Pardon me?
What did you do today? How was your day?
As to my present life, well, you know, I might tell you this is like my biography. When I when I finished my elementary grade, that was grade 6, that was in Bugay, Cagayan. I went to Manila, and as I went there, because that was my first time, a cousin of mine told me that she was going to Manila, and it so happened that I have also my savings that my mom did not know. And then I asked my mom that I like to go to Manila to see my sister because my eldest sister was in Manila. And then my mom said that, okay, you can go. But I told her that I will not stay long. Then I went to my cousin and asked her to go with her. So I went with my cousin in Manila, and I went to stay with my eldest sister. I stayed there, and I told my sister that I would like to have a job. And it so happened that the dormitory that my sister was working, there was a vacancy for telephone receiver. So I applied for that. But then that dormitory which I stayed, it was owned by a missionary, Methodist missionary. And that building was very big because it is a dormitory. and the same time, a part of it was it is school where these Methodist women are taking diaconess. Now, as I stayed there, I work as telephone receiver, and when the Methodist, the director of the dormitory told me that if I want to stay in the missionary department, I mean the Methodist kitchen, I would stay there and help the one staying there. And while at the same time, I work at night. I mean, I am like a student, self-supporting. And I enjoyed my life. I work from 7 to 1, and then after that, I prepare my things. I do my studies, and then I go to school at 4, and I stayed there at until 9:30. And it was so hard because sometimes in the city of Manila, when it rains and the rain is strong, there's no more ride because the road are flooded. So, but it is so lucky. I am so lucky because in my school where I took up my high school, there was also a good fellow who is from Ilocos Sur, that is from Tinait, and I have also classmates who are Ilocano like me, that they are from Baguio. So I am not so lonely because we live not so far from each other. And the guy of our classmate, I mean, is so kind because he take us home first before he goes home. So that was my life when I was in high school. When I finished my high school, I asked my mom to help me go to the university because I cannot work as a university student because the course that I would like to take up is I cannot do it when I am working. But my mom said, okay. So I studied in University of the East. It was there where I studied, and I took up predental, and that time it was still a 4 years course. Dentistry is still 4 years course. But then, when I wrote a letter to my mom. She said that you come for a visit because it has been a long time that we did not see each other. She said, but if you come home, you take Ilocos Way because we have a transportation from Bugay, Cagayan to Candon, Ilocos Sur. And my mom said that in her letter, you better take Ilocos Sur so you will see us in Magsingal, she said. So, well, that was my life. Then, that time, when we passed by the house of my friend, Training, because they are my friend. And when I told to the driver to slow down the transportation, the bus, and I shouted the name, Training. I said, and then somebody answered my call, Help! He said like that. But as if so I said to the driver, will you stop the bus? I want to see only for a short time, my friend. And then my mom, you wait, I will come also. Because my mom knows the parents of my friends. So when we stopped there, they offer this driver and the conductor of our truck, they wanted to have coffee, so they have coffee there. And then my friend, the brother of my friend, when he saw me, he said, "Oh, you're so beautiful. You're so beautiful, Ben." I said, "Oh, you're so funny. You have seen me before, as if this is your first time to see me." I said, "Oh my God, can I go with you tomorrow? Can I tell to your mom that I want to go to Cagayan? I will come. Anyway, you have a truck there. I can help also. If you have passengers, I can help your conductor and whatsoever work I can share," he said. And I was laughing because I thought he was not joking. Then the following day, because we did not live there, we lived to the house of the aunt of my mom in Magsangal. But our passengers are from Santo Domingo. So the following day, they parked the truck there near the market of Santo Domingo so that our passengers can see our truck there. But it so happened that there was a spare part of the truck that they needed, and they said that I will go and buy in Vigan. And then when daddy, that is my Narding, he's not my boyfriend yet, but I know him already. And then, "Oh, come on, let's go. I will accompany you." Well, I said, "Well, thank you." So we went together. And since then, he was already telling me that, "Oh my goodness, you're so beautiful. You're so beautiful." He kept telling me that. And I was laughing at him. I thought he was only joking. And then when we went home, I mean our truck, Daddy Narding asked his parents to let him come with us to Cagayan in Bogay. And he came with us. And you could not believe it. While we are on our way, because there was a cow at the back of the truck, and then the police saw the cow inside the car, and they said that they want to see the permit. And then Daddy was the one who, Narding was the one who talked to the police, and then this MBO, he knows them because they are from Vigan. So we were very lucky because they let us go. Because, sometimes if this police don't know these people who has this animal inside their car and you have no permit, they will retain your transportation. But along the way, you could not believe it. He kept telling me, he kept asking me if I have a boyfriend or I have suitors, or he was already asking me about love affairs, so many questions. And then she sat beside me, and then my mom was beside me also. Then I have also my cousin there because they went to Ilocos for vacation, and they were there also. They were already teaching me, he is going to marry you, this guy is going to marry you, Ben. They told me, "Oh, no, he's my friend. We have been friends so long." Because, we know each other for a long time. But it was different. The time when he saw me for after 3 years, he was already telling about love. While before, he did not tell me anything. So, when he came to Bugay, my town, then after a week, he went home. But I did not answer him. I said he was only joking. Then when he went home to Ilocos, Santo Domingo, he kept writing me. He was telling me already that he loves me. And then I answered his letter. Oh, I know that you love me because we are friends. After that, he kept writing. And then one time, after almost a year, because I did not go back to Manila because my mom was not comfortable with my mom don't like the way the transportation was managed because my brother-in-law, they go with the truck and they cheated her. My mom, the collection of the transportation, they got it, and if they need those people who are managing the truck, if they need money to buy a tire, they don't even have money because my in-laws, my brother-in-law get the money, their collection. So my mom said, you stay here for a while, but you will go back. And then after that, after a year, my friend Narding kept telling me that he loves me. Then one time, he accompanied me. One time they invited me to have a lunch in their house because her sisters are my friends. I went there and we even played mahjong. And then after that, at 6 o'clock, I asked him to find a ride that will take me to the house of my cousin in Cabaritan. Then, when we were on our way to the house of my cousin, we passed by a cemetery. And you know what? It was already past 6 o'clock when we passed by there. At the gate of the cemetery, I saw a guy that has a hat, black hat, and he was with coat and tie. He was so smart. And the way I saw the picture of my dad, he looks like that. And then we only ride a bicycle. So I get down from the bicycle. And then I said to Daddy Narding, but I asked him, I better get down. And you better get down from the bicycle because I want to stay beside you. I said, if I would not only ask him before, I would like to hold his hand because the shadow that I saw was following me. And then when we reached the house of my cousin in Cabaritan, as if I heard the voice of voices that I cannot see, but I feel cold and thirsty. And then after that, I asked them water, and what they used to drink water, this young coconut, and this white coconut shell, they clean that so well, and then that is the one that they are using for as a glass. And imagine I drink almost a full of that coconut shell water. Then I became hard. Then that's all what I feel. And then my brother-in-law, the husband of my cousin, said that, what happened? They asked Daddy, they asked Narding if what happened. Then he told them that when we passed by the cemetery, I saw somebody, but but he did not see what I saw. Then they asked, because in the barrio, you know, people easily hear the news what is happening. I mean the neighborhood. Then somebody told my brother-in-law that there is a man, an old man, that he knows what to do with these people, that the spirit of the dead can talk. So they called that old man, and then when he went there, but for me, I don't know what had happened because I was already hard. We call that naluganan. The spirit of the dead is with you. And then the old man said, what shall we do? My cousin asked the old man what they are going to do with me. Then the old man said, he said to my brother-in-law, you talk to her and you ask her what is his name. But they did not hear any voice. But then my sister, my cousin, she talked to me, but there's no voice. Then the mother-in-law of my cousin, but she did not talk. And then the old man talked to him, but he did not talk. And then the old man asked who was my companion when I went to their house, to the house of my cousin. They told her that, Nardin, maybe you are the one, you are the companion of Ben. Then the old man, maybe you are the one who this guy want to talk with. And then Daddy said, but what shall I say? Apo, that is what Daddy said, because she said he was very afraid with that spirit. And then you asked what is his name and what does he want to tell. And then after that, if he is going to tell you what you ask him, you tell him that he will leave Ben, and then you will offer a mass, you will light a candle in the church. So the question is that when Daddy asked the name of that person who was with me, who was in my cell, I told his name, and his name was Marcos Tabuso, and that was the name of my dad. And then what shall I ask her again? I said, Daddy, to the old man, you asked what does he want to tell you. And then the spirit, the voice that came out from me, asked if the guy who was with me is sincere to me. And then Daddy said, when Apo ay etek unay urano niya nga oras ko madadaan ang mga ikalay sa kanya na. That is what Daddy answered him. Anytime I am going to marry her, I am willing to marry her. And then, if that is all what you want to tell her, tell me, and then you leave her because she has been suffering so long. She became too hard so long. I will give a mass offering in the church. I will light a candle in the church. So you better leave her now. That is what Daddy told to the spirit. Then, just after that, after not even 10 minutes, then I take the veil that covered me, because they covered me with big veil, black veil, the one that is like the veil of Virgin Mary in the church. That is what they covered me. And when I woke up, because when he said that he is leaving already, they even heard that there was footsteps going away. And when I woke up, I saw so many people around me. Because in the barrio, they easily hear what is happening in the neighborhood. So but when I wake up, I was so weak, and my my stomach was so painful because they keep pressing when I was hard, because they said I cannot breathe anymore. So these people were telling Daddy that, so when will you get married now? When will you have your long table now? And I was surprised why they were telling him. Then my cousin said, because your dad speak to Narding. She said, and what did she say? He asked you if Narding is sincere to you. And as if I did not believe. But everybody who was there, who heard, they really believed. And that was the first time that I believed that the spirit of the dead can go to our life. I have seen less people who were like that when there is a dead person in the neighborhood, but I did not really believe that before. But when it happened to me, I really believed. And then after that, Daddy and his father came to me in the house of my cousin and took me to their house, and the following day, we went to Bugay. Instead of going to Manila, we went to Bugay because his dad came to talk to my mom already, so we got married. That's it. And well, I am so thankful because when I was young, when I saw my sisters with my brother-in-laws, I often see them fighting each other, quarreling each other. And when I was a young lady, I always pray to the Lord that if ever I get married, I will see a man who don't drink wine. So I am so thankful for the Lord answered my prayer. And I am so thankful for I had a husband who was so loving, understanding, very industrious, and very humble. And thanks God. And Andrew, I'm so thankful for you took this opportunity for me, so that when I go away, I mean when I die, you have something to share with my children.
No water? Here.
No, you better take it off
Take what off?
because that will be included.
Okay. Here. Also here, you have this. Okay, hold on.
No, you can. We have water here.
It's okay.
The bottle.
Here you go.
Yeah.
Here.
So you
you
better turn it off now.
Okay, hold on. I'll turn it off. Okay. Okay, next question is, how has your Asian American experience been? What's life living in America?
Well, as for me, I thought I am not able to come to America because when I was in Manila, when I was working at the dormitory, there was a missionary, Methodist missionary, that asked me to ask my mom to go with her in America.
One second, behind that. I have to hide this.
Oh.
Hide this, hide this, hide this. Okay, there you go. Okay, and then face this way. There you go. Okay. Resume.
Okay, what did you ask me, Mario?
How is your life living in America?
Well, living in America, I really don't believe that I could not come to America anymore, because when I was studying in Manila, when I was staying with a missionary, she asked me to ask my mom if she can permit me to go to America and stay together with her mom. But when I asked my mom, no, don't go to America. It is so far, and if I die, you will not be able to see me anymore. That is what she said. And so I thought I cannot see America anymore. But then, as days go by, as years go by, God made me a way that I am able to see America. And almost my children are abroad. Like my eldest son is in Canada, and my 3 kids are here in California. And I only have my youngest son in the Philippines left. So I thank God for I am able to have my children here abroad, and I am able to, my husband and I were able to come to stay also in Canada. But sorry, now my husband left already because he died 9 years ago. But I always thank God for so many blessings that He has given to my family. And I always, as I am here with my children, I continue praying for the success of my grandchildren, my children, and also my son that I left in the Philippines and his family, and my sisters and their family. I always thank God for all the blessings that He has given us all. And I do pray that as I am here, if God will get my life, I do want to, not too long, I mean, as long as I am able to serve myself, I will not become a problem of my children. And so I always pray for that. I always pray for the safety of my children as they do their driving, as they are at work, and my grandchildren. I always pray that they will also have a bright future. They will be able to have the right person for their life partner. So I do pray that God will hear my prayer. That's it.
Okay. Excuse me, Calypso.
Get down, get down.
I'm
Down.
coming. Look out.
Down.
Whee! There you go. Okay.
What more?
Is there anything you'd like to say about the next generation of Filipino Americans, your grandchildren?
A Filipino legend?
No. Is there any?
The way we grow?
No. Is there any advice you can give to your grandchildren or the next generation?
Oh, I see. Well, wait, I have to start in a nice way. as to my age, as I recall my past life, I said to the Lord that I am so thankful for I am able to have this kind of life now that I have. So I do pray all the time that the Lord will also bless my grandchildren, without set them free from any harm, without let them know the things that they ought to do. They will become more careful the way they do things that made their parents feel happy and healthy. And I do pray that wherever they go, they always remember to pray. They always think of the way they live with their parents, that in the near future, they always have their prayer to their parents, so that as they grow older, and they will have a life that is good enough that they could also help their parents. I am so thankful, dear Lord, that I always pray for that. I always pray for the safety of my children and their grandchildren as they are at work or as they are doing the driving. I do always pray, Lord, that I will set them free from any harm, and they may also be able to deal with people who are so understanding, so loving, and people who knows your blessing. Yes, Lord, I always pray that these grandchildren of mine will always follow what their parents will always advise them. And I always pray, dear Lord, that they always remember the blessing that Thou hast given them, because they are here and not in the Philippines, that life is harder than we have here. And I do pray, dear Lord, that as their parents grow older, they will not forget them. They will keep them, be always close to their heart. Yes, Lord, we are so happy because we are here, and my children and their family are here abroad. And I do pray also, Lord, that though my son James and his family are in the Philippines, I do pray that Thou will bless them also, and the love that my children here will not stop being so close to them. The way my children here, like Junior, who is in Canada, and my son Charles and my daughter Rosemary and Elizabeth, I do pray, Lord, that Thou will make their heart be close to their brother in the Philippines. Yes, Lord, we are so lucky because You have given us the chance to be here, and my children are able to find a job, and we have a better life. So, because our life in the Philippines, Lord, is so hard. If you have no job, your life is so hard. And I am so thankful, Lord, for you have taken us here. And you have given us the chance that our children, my children, are able to send their children in school, and they are able to have this kind of life here. While in the Philippines, Lord, life is so hard. Thank you, Lord, for all the blessings that you have given us all. Please, Lord, hear my prayer. All of this I ask through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen. Keep that, so that when I die, you let everybody hear. I am so sorry I was not able to have a recorder before that. I should have asked Daddy to talk to me and should have given her also his thank to God.
That's it.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice for me?
Mhm.
Do you have any advice for me?
Well, my advice to you, Andrew,
Hmm.
is that take time.
Hmm.
You keep praying to the Lord. Because you know, when I was young, I did not tell you that in my record. When I was young, because we have a father-in-law, stepfather. We have a stepfather, and he was so cruel. When my mom goes away, we do so many work, and then one time, I carried water, and that path that I put the water and I put here, when I transferred the water in the jar, it was broken. And then imagine, he threw a coconut shell and to my feet, and this was hurt. I kept crying.
Oh, you broke your ankle.
Yeah. And then when my mom arrived, I was still crying. Then when my mom asked me why I was crying, because I told him that Lelong, because we call him Lelong, because that man is a widow, and the wife of that man is a distant relative of my dad. So then, what did he do to you? He threw the coconut husk and here on my feet, and it hurts. And you know, my mom said, "Where is he now?" I don't know. My mom spoke to him this way: "Don't be hurting my children," because he was my stepfather. My mom said, "Don't be hurting my children. You must remember that before you came here, we have a good life. And don't be hurting my children, because we are living so nicely when you were not here," said my mom. Because he is not, he is not an educated person. And he lived only in the barrio before. But when her wife died, as if she was only pretending that she was only living with us. But then there was a friend of him that he said, because that man is courting another woman. But then his friend said to him, "Why should you court another woman? You court the woman that you are staying with. Although you will not work if you marry that woman, because my mom is a good merchant." He is a good merchant. She buy cow, carabao, pig, she slaughter. She is a good businesswoman. And then, so she courted my mom. But my two sisters, they are already married, because these two sisters, ni Manang Saling, ni Manang Saling, these are the children of my mom and my dad before he came here. And then when he came from the States, I was the first child. That's why when my mom was about to give birth, my dad asked her that if I were a woman, they will name me after the name of the girlfriend of my dad. And then my mom agreed. And you know what? When I grew up, I did not know. When I was young, I did not know that story yet. But when I studied already, when I graduated grade 6, I did not hear any name as my name. And then I asked my mom, where did you get my name, mom? Since I studied, there's no person that has the same with my name. Then she told me, that was the name of the girlfriend of your dad when he went to States. You know, I told her, you know, if I were you, I never named my daughter after the name of the girlfriend of my husband. But my mom said, anyway, your dad did not go back to States anymore. So as a souvenir, as a memory of his stay in America, I just let him name you after the name of the girlfriend.
Yeah.
You're so smart, man. If I were you, I never would name my daughter after the name of my husband. Never mind, he did not go back anymore. My husband said that it was only a spare time. He did not love that woman as he loved me. So it's okay for me. But I tell you, since I studied, I never had the same person name the same name. Yeah. And the Gilberto, but there's no Gilbertine.
One of a kind.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's my life.
All right. Well, thanks, Mommy Ben. Thanks for the interview.
Yeah.
Here's a hug.
Yeah, you just be patient. You just pray to the Lord
Yeah.
that He will give you the right person. Yeah. I have 3 tutors who were a lawyer. But you know, when I was a teenager, I saw my sister and my brother-in-law, 2 of them,
Yeah.
that sometimes they fight.
Yeah.
And then the husband is drunk. They fight. And when I grew up, when I was already a teenager, I said, if ever I have a tutor, and I know that he is drinking wine, no way. So when I was already a teenager, when I was in Manila, there were 2 tutors that courted me. One graduated in MLQU. One graduated in FEU, Forest-Ten University. They graduated law. But I saw them drinking wine, and the way they act,
Yeah.
I don't like it. That's why I said to Daddy, I also have a U.S. Navy. We are already married. He was still writing me. Kunan Daddy, you answer him. You tell him to send you money. But I told Daddy, no, I will not do that because he's a good person. We met each other because my best friend in UE, the school UE, kabsa na. And then this U.S. Navy came for law because she would like to find a woman. And then when her sister invited me to go to their apartment, he did not tell me that he has a brother who came from States. But he only tell me, you come to our apartment because my mom and my dad arrived from the province. They brought a lot of fruits. Then when I went there, and then with my brother. Oh, you did not tell me you have a brother. That's why I invited you, because I would like my brother to meet you. And You know, when that guy saw me, oh, they always invite me to go to the restaurant or for a hike. We went to Luneta, something. But they are very full. Pasqua, Engineer Pasqua. But you know why I did not accept him? Because if I use high heel, as if I am taller than him. So, but he was humble. And I am sure that because U.S. Navy before he has a good income. But I am not after money. I want I want to see the character of the person, or I want to see the height also. So, and well, the other one, the one who is a lawyer from MLQU, he became a government assembly. He's in the government, high position. And one time, when we had our truck, this is it is a joke. When our truck, when Daddy came to Bugay, when he first saw me after 3 years, our truck, you know, naplatan the truck me in front of the house of that guy. The guy that courted me.
Yeah.
And I have also a cousin, that this cousin of mine was the owner of the dormitory that this guy stayed before.
Yeah.
And then, when we stepped there, they cannot do anything because the tire is already flat, so they have to change it. So, when my cousin saw Guillermo Jimenez, oh, Ben, datani Guillermo. And then my cousin went down from the truck. Oh, Manang, da kayo gayam. She said, oh, Manang, what happened? Oh, naplat dito bilugam me. Let's go to our house. That is our house. Their house is big. And they have lots of chico. They have lots of fruits. Okay. And then they have also these oranges. Then, duwadat kasin ko, di nga nakalugan, manong suping kini manang nena. Dito nena, that they get suti nagkasirwan da ito ita, adda ko na idi, kasla the borders na, boarding house na. Kaya nagijay, talo tayo abogado nga napag-redor na jay. Di Raon, Manila. Hindi ko umuli kami Di ko, abay, dada kayo. Ay, kaya ba ni Narding? Kunana kanya ni Manang Nena. Kaya ba Narding ta may mga DJ ko? Di ko may ni Daddy na. Kunada dyan ka. Kunana, Ben, siguro dahil tawatan niya. Ang ko mga naiyayabanta. Ang mga najagar, nagararam kanya ka. Iduhan ko na ay kaya mo ti kurakat na mga dati ko ado da bunga ti suami ko na do ka sa sinya sana Ben tay tangatan niya ko na.
Okay, that's good.
Yung ni Daddy ka talaga nga nasa mati may libugan kami ta adda inkargada nga baka di likod. They are not supposed to have that at the back of the transportation car. Kaya nasa tata ni Daddy, it so happened that the one in charge of checking these passengers in this truck, amo ni Daddy tagabigan di ML, di traffic niya di dadati kasna kuma about the transportation. Ito kan, ring mo ni Daddy. Ito kan, nasdawa ko na ta, isumuti makisasaukan niya dan. Okay. Ay apo, yung bagdaki din, tadnan nardingin ko ng mamang. Ta amo na gaan dagiti pulis. Dagaya, direct handa nga pulis nga ko. Kasda, MBO na dan sa. Motor Basta na the position is high. Amo na ni dati ta. So kano ti mangko ka ti driver license na jabigan. So ni kanda ti permit. Ang idik kanda kami ti permit. So nga every time we pass by a town, ipakita mi na tataji permiten. So agayem na sigud kini mamain.
That's it.
And I am so lucky that ni daddy nagaget and he never drink wine. He's so understanding. We imagine since we got married, we never quarrel. We never quarrel because, you know, if he is so tired and there are moments when we are tired, we look so different, right?
Yeah.
And I saw him when he comes from work because he was working at the Jabigan, the transportation Jabigan. If I saw him that way, well, I never tell him to do things or I never talk to him so much because I see that he is tired. And when sometimes, you know, women are talkative.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do mistake. And then he just keep silent. And I know that I hurt him. So I told him, if we met each other, oh, what did I do? You hate me because you're not talking to me. I hug him. So nothing. So we never quarrel.
That's good.
Yeah, we have been together more than 50 years, but we never quarrel. So I told to my children before, because like these married children of mine, they talk to each other in a very harsh way. So I said, why do you talk that way? Did you hear me talk to daddy that way? Pikagamin ka kwa. Napasensya ka unay. That is what they said. They said, I am so humble, I do not fight. Why should I fight? Why should I fight my husband? He is a very humble person. He is very industrious. He looks handsome. I saw in him everything that a woman would find to a man. They keep fighting.
Okay. That's it.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Mommy Van. Here's a hug. One more hug. Okay.
Apa kaya mo sa wanda ta inalam kanya
That's it.
adda dita